We all got skills. We have talents and we have passions. But mine happens to be sex. This is the Funsexual podcast with your oversharing swinky best friend, Majesty. And I'm talking sex and all of the ways and all of the things that make sex, well, fun. Howdy, friends, and welcome back to the Funsexual podcast. My name is Majesty. That's Majesty with 3 Y's. My friends call me Maj. The good boys and girls call me Mistress Majesty. And I am the Play Party Princess. And you might be wondering why I got on this cowboy hat and this very thick accent. And there is a reason for that. Now, the reason for that is because last weekend, I hosted and curated. I'm losing my accent. I was doing so good. I felt like I was doing so good. I curated a kinky kickback, and the theme was a rodeo. So this hat has been laying around all, for the last couple days. And honestly, I've never really worn a cowboy hat, and I like it. Like I'm feeling the vibes. I definitely feel like winter time is probably not the time to wear the cowboy hat, but y'all will be seeing this with some like shorts and some cowboy boots in the summertime for sure, because the look is looking. I'm very much a fan. Very, very much a fan. Hi, friends. How are y'all? I haven't been here for a while, and you're probably also looking around like, Maj, this is not where you normally record. Yeah, it is, and no, it's not. This is the same room that I typically record in, but my impulsive self, I've decided to redo my podcast / playroom. So that's why things are looking different. I got some new furniture. I'm going to be doing some painting soon. And so I needed to change it up a little bit. It wasn't looking, the vision that I originally had didn't quite come through the way I wanted it to. And it worked for the time being. But I need this room to actually be functional because it wasn't really functional the way I had it before. So I'm doing some like organizing and buying pieces of furniture, and really I'm building my sex room. This is also my playroom as well as my podcast room, and it's going to be my guest room for when I have friends and stuff come over, so they can stop sleeping on my couch in my living room, my expensive couch in my living room, and they can sleep on this also nice but not as expensive couch that converts into a bed. So that's definitely a project that I have upcoming. But I have been busy. And when I say busy, I mean busy for the last, it's been nonstop really for the last month, but for the last couple months have just been really, really busy. Somewhere the last time y'all heard from me, I had started a job. I'm still at that job. So that takes up a bit of my time. Not as much as it did in the beginning, but it definitely takes up a bit of my time. I'm also hosting my monthly event, Kiki Kickback. We just had the last Kiki Kickback for the 2023 year, and it has been going great. I'll be announcing the dates for some of the 2024 Kiki Kickback soon. At least for the first 2, I'll be announcing the dates pretty soon. So I'm really excited about that. It honestly has been a really good time. What I've enjoyed most, I think, about Kiki Kickback is that I've gotten to meet some new people, some new Kinksters in the Philly area. I've been here for about a year now, a little bit over a year actually now in Philly. And so now I'm finally actually meeting the Philly Kinksters. I've been looking for them. I don't know what the niggas was at, but now they starting to come through. And so that has been really, really fun. It has also been fun just trying to play with this event and see what works and what doesn't, because I really am trying to put together the best thing that Philly has ever seen. Okay. So that has been really fun. And I get a lot of freedom and flexibility to play with how it's done and what I'm doing. So at one of them, we had a human food tray. This beautiful woman volunteered to be our human food tray. So she was laying on the table, and we put some fruit out on her body, and people were able to come and eat food off of her. And it was a really good time. This last one was the rodeo themed, and we got someone there to do an electro play demo, and then some friends and some people, attendees who've never tried electro play, had the opportunity to experience and bottom for electro play. And I know one person in particular really, really, really loved it. She came up to me and was like, Maj, I never thought that I would like something like this. It was so exhilarating, and it was a little bit painful, and it just felt so good. So it's just been fun. It's been fun tapping into a different community of people. Y'all see me keep pulling up this dress. Let me tell you something about this dress and these titties that used to be, these titties used to be small. And now I am gaining weight and now these titties are growing. And I am so scared that I'm going to end up having a nip slip in this dress. So I'm trying to like make sure that that does not happen because YouTube and Instagram will not allow. Will not allow. But what else have I been up to? Oh, obviously, duh. Um, Weekend Placation. So, Weekend Placation, if you don't know, is my retreat that I do a few times a year. And so I did my Kingsgiving Weekend Placation. I do it around Thanksgiving time. It's like Friendsgiving, but kinky as fuck. And so that was maybe 3 weeks ago now. And I want to say this was the best one yet. It's fun every time, but like I think maybe because some of them, because they're in the past and I'm comparing them to the past, but like, this might have been the best one yet. We had a time. So it's a 3-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had a chef come out and cook us like a Thanksgiving style dinner. Food was excellent. Saturday we usually like try to do an excursion or something because I do it in the Pocono Mountains in PA. And we usually try to do an excursion on Saturday, but sometimes we end up staying inside. Sometimes it's like we've been up all night. We don't really want to leave the house. It's too cold, whatever. And so we'll end up staying in the house. So this time we ended up staying in the house, which definitely was the right call. And we did like an impromptu wine tasting thing. We did our own like, what's the word? Not impromptu. I want to say improv wine tasting where everybody got to pick up, we went to the liquor store. Everybody grabbed a bottle of wine. And then we went around and everybody had to kind of like make up a story of their wine, their origin of their wine, where it came from and stuff like that. So, it was a really fun time. And, we all got to taste the wines after, do a little, pour the wine tasting bit of wine in the cups and everybody got to taste the wines. We were acting like we were these connoisseurs of wine. Like we were these, what are the wine people called? Oh my God, what is the wine people called? Not connoisseur. I'm losing the word. It's gonna come to me and I'm gonna be mad when it finally comes to me. But y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. We were acting like we was fancy bougie wine people. And it was just a really fun time. And then the theme of this the theme of this Weekend Placation was primal, right? So every Weekend Placation has a theme. And the theme day is Saturday. So Saturday, our theme was primal, right? And so you got to pick if you were going to be predator or prey, right? And so we had our costumes. People had, somebody was dressed like a hunter with a Nerf gun, and somebody was dressed like somebody had on nothing but a ski mask, like completely naked with a ski mask. And then we had bunnies, and we had little cats, and we had little, cute little dainty things or whatever. And what we ended up doing was all of the people who were predators, we put them in the bathroom. I was a prey. Usually I would have been a predator, but I was like, nah, I feel like being hunted, so I'm gonna be a prey. So the predators were in the bathroom while the prey got to hide in the house. This is a 3-story, like a pretty big 3-story house. So the prey hid, and then after about 5 minutes or so, the predators came out and they got to hunt us, and they had to find us. And if you got caught by if you were a prey that got caught by a predator or whatever, y'all then like negotiated a scene or whatever you wanted to do. Y'all negotiated it, and then y'all had your scene or whatever you wanted to do after that. But it was like a very adult game of hide and seek, a very sexy adult game of hide and seek, and it was so much fun. I've never done that before. I've never attended a hunt like that before. But I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed it. And it gave me so many ideas of things that I definitely want to do, like events that I want to do in the future, because that night was, I cannot speak on the things that happened that night, but I know that I will never forget that. I will never forget that. It was so much fun. So Weekend Placation was lit. Last weekend, the weekend before last, was Exotica in DC, which was a really good time. That was my first time speaking at the seminars at Exotica, which was exciting. And it's funny because last year, 2022, I definitely like manifested it. I was like, you are going to be speaking. You're going to be doing a seminar at Exotica. And this year I did 2 seminars at Exotica. So That was really cool. And I got to sit on the panel of a friend of mine's seminar. She sat on mine. It was really fun. I got to see all my DC friends, and um the expo was a little different. I don't know. I felt like the expo was a little bit smaller in DC this year than it was in previous years. I can't really. It's kind of hard to tell because then you go to Jersey, you go to DC, and then there are different spaces, and they lay them out differently a little bit too. I might be thinking about Jersey Exotica. Either way, it was a little bit different, and it seemed smaller. Like it seemed like there was not as many people exhibiting this year. Um, but it was still really fun, and I'm very happy that I went. There are certain people that I see, like I only see them once a year or twice a year or whatever, and it be at events like Exotica that I get to see them. So for those reasons, I really enjoy going. But then I also got to meet some really cool, new, different people, people who are in the DMV or not in the DMV, and I got to introduce myself to new folks and stuff like that, and tell them about the work and tell them about what we doing and how we doing it the Funsexual way. You feel me? You know what I mean? So Exotica was really fun. Um, and those things for the most part have kept me very, very, very busy for the last, I don't know, for the last month. Between that and then going to visit my partner who lives in Miami, or there was almost a week that I was out there house sitting because he had a job interview. And so I was house sitting his dog and his cat while he was gone, his plants while he was gone. So that, I've been ripping and running. And so I'm really excited that we're at this part of the year where I am slowing down. Several people have asked me if I was doing a New Year's party. And listen, the answer is no. I am not hosting a New Year's party. I am not hosting anything else for the rest of 2023. I am done. Y'all hear me? Let me take off my hat. I am done for the rest of 2023. I am not hosting anything. I will be, if I go to something, I am attending as a guest, and I'm attending as a very happy guest, okay? My name is Maj. It's not Majesty for the rest of 2023. I need y'all to understand that. Beyond this upcoming weekend, which is not my birthday, but my birthday celebrations are happening this weekend. My partner put together a surprise birthday weekend of things and stuff. Granted, it's not much of a surprise anymore because people don't know how to keep their mouth shut. And so some people have ruined the surprises. So I know about certain things that are going on. I don't know all of the details, but I do know that there are some things that are going on. I know there's like a dinner and there's like a party. And there's, people, friends and family and things coming to the parties, friends and party people, not friends, family is not coming to the party, but I know like friends and family are coming to the dinner, and then like my friends are coming to the party, and it's supposed to be a really good time. And by the way they talking, it sounded like it's about to be like a hoedown, showdown, get down, round town, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited about that. I got a new dress and some shoes, and I'm gonna be pretty because it's my birthday. And I'm turning 30. The big 30. That is crazy. That is insane. All of the things that I thought 30 was, it is not. It is not at all. Like, I thought 30 was this like super boring, super mature, I thought I was going to be, honestly, I thought I was going to be married with kids, white picket fence by now. That was the life that I thought that I was going to have at 30. I thought I was going to have that by 28 for real. So now that I'm really hitting 30, like the real big girl ages, I'm like, ooh, this don't feel like 30. And it doesn't feel like 30 in a good way. It feels like 30, and I thought 30 was going to be boring and mature. And I'm having I have so much fun. And I have fun doing things that I didn't think I would have fun doing. Like literally sleeping. Sleep is my shit. I've been pretty exhausted lately. Like, I don't know, these last couple months, I don't know if it's the weather thing. I don't know what it is, but I be tired. I be trying to get my 8 hours of sleep at night, and if I don't, I need a nap during the day. Or like midday, I'm yawning. Why am I yawning? It's midday. I got work to do. The sun is still up. There's, the birds are chirping. Why am I yawning at 2 p.m. like I didn't get 8 hours of sleep? I don't know, but let me tell you, that sleep that I do be getting, sleep I be getting be hitting. The naps be hitting. Nobody told me about the naps when you turn 30. You know what I mean? I'm a woman of a certain age, and I require my sleep like I'm a baby. Like a freaking baby. Um Now, if you have been if you are a person in the community or in the lifestyle, or um even if you're not in it but you are adjacent to, you have probably heard the word vetting a lot. And if you are a little deeper in it, right, you might have heard of some situations or people in the last, even just in the last year, that are not, allegedly, are not moving about the space in the most ethical ways, right? I'm being very delicate in how I say what I say, and that is intentional, okay? If you know, you know. If you don't know, listen to what I am about to say. Because what I'm about to say, if you don't know, I'm assuming it's because you're not really in the lifestyle, or, you're new or whatever. What I'm about to say is very, very important. And so I want you to turn it up, pay attention, focus in here, okay? Vetting is very important. Vetting the practitioners that you're hiring, the people that you're hiring for events, vetting the host of the events that you go to, vetting your potential play partners, your potential dames, findoms, whatever. Vetting is so very important. What is vetting? Vetting is a process of screening somebody. And it's important because in kink, in BDSM, in swing, oftentimes you find you're putting yourself either in a very vulnerable position to somebody, with somebody, or you are putting yourself in charge of somebody, or overseeing somebody. That is kind of how the power dynamics work. Either you are here or you are here, or y'all are here, but there is always some level of a power dynamic going on, right? And so you are either responsible to somebody or responsible for somebody, right? You're responsible for their physical safety, for their mental and emotional health, for their financial safety, security. You're responsible for somebody, or responsible to somebody, in a lot of different ways. And you do not want to put that power in somebody's hand without knowing if they are capable and qualified to do that. Or on the other side, you don't want to be responsible for somebody and not know anything about them and not know the necessary information so that you can guide them, lead them, dom them, whatever, in the necessary ways, right? And either way, whether you're topping or bottoming, there is always some level of a safety, some sort of like safety risk. Sometimes it's high risk, sometimes it's little to no risk, but there is always some level of risk that is happening. And so you want to make sure that you are doing your due diligence to make sure that you are not putting yourself in a compromising situation to hurt yourself or to hurt anybody else. So vetting is really, really important, right? Now, what does vetting look like? Vetting can look like asking that person questions. Asking them what they know. Whether you are topping or bottoming, doming or subbing, big or little, you should know you should have some idea of how to do whatever it is you're trying to do safely, right? And you should be able to ask the person that you want to engage with some of those questions, kind of gauge and see where they are. You can ask other people about them. It is very likely especially if somebody is well known. And when I say well known, please understand that I don't just mean they got X number of followers on Instagram and I seen them on X, Y, and Z podcast. That does not, followers, please understand, followers does not equate to level of knowledge. Okay? It does not at all. It really doesn't take much. Let's be honest. It does not take much to go viral. It does not take much to gain followers on a social network. So do not equate the number of followers that somebody has to how knowledgeable they are in their craft, in their practice. I think we do that a lot. We be like, oh my God, they got 20,000 followers. They must be the, no. 20,000 followers doesn't mean they're the best. Actually, if I'm being honest, some of the best and most, I don't want to say best because I feel like that's not the word I want to use. Some of the most experienced practitioners that I know have very, very limited social media following and presence. Honestly. Honest to God truth. Some of the people that I know that I would go to as, references and, to ask questions or even to ask if they know other people, ask for recommendations. Those people that I would trust to do that, a lot of them do not have big followings on social media. So please do not equate these numbers to that. All right. But likely if somebody is in the community, right, and is, goes to the seminars and goes to the teaching opportunities and takes the classes and goes to the different conventions or goes to the different events and conferences and stuff like that. Generally, if they are somebody who is well known and well versed and attends those things as they should be, you should be attending these things, these safety and consent seminars and webinars and classes and how to do this and this 101 and refresh yourself and this, like you should be constantly doing those things, right? If somebody's attending that, other people will know them. Especially if you are Black. Because people of color tend to take each other's classes. We try to put our money back into each other. We attend each other's events, we attend each other's classes, seminars, whatever, things like that. So you amongst the Black Kinksters, like if you play amongst the Black Kinksters, then somebody knows who you are. So you can ask other people about this person. Who is this person? How do they play? What do you know about them? Have you heard anything bad about them? Like those are important things to know, important things to ask. This nipple is really trying to pop out. You can ask them for some of their references. Who have you worked with before? Who have you topped for in fire play? Who, is there anybody that I might know that you've worked with that you wouldn't mind sharing or whatever? Ask questions. Ask who trained them? Who's your mentor? Who were you trained by? How'd you learn how to do this? How long have you been doing this? Have you ever, messed up? Have you ever hurt anybody? If I ask about you around in these streets, is anybody going to have anything to say? Before I ask about you in the streets, is there anything that I should know? Ask all of the questions. Ask them about their processes. How do you do this? What, if we were going to see, what would that look like? What are the steps in that? Ask them how does consent play a role in their practice and in their play? What does consent mean to you? How does that play out in your scenes? What does that look like? Who can I go to that can hold you accountable if something goes wrong? Who can I go to? Do you have a superior? Do you have a mentor that I can talk to? Do you have an association that you're a part of that I can go to? Like all of these questions matter again because you're putting your body, first and foremost, you're putting your body in the hands of somebody. And then you're putting, your mind, your mental health, your money, to scene with a professional is not cheap. It is not cheap at all. And so you are putting your money in in someone's hand. And I would like to think that you want the best experience possible. You want to come out unscathed and not hurt or anything like that. So like vetting vetting is crucial. Vetting is crucial. And I really want to see more vetting practices, because seeing some people who have not been operating in this space the way that they should, being on flyers and hosting like big name events, and it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary because it shows that we're not asking the right questions, and we're not using systems to like hold these people accountable and to make other people aware. Because kink and BDSM and swing and all that stuff, it's trendy right now. It's the cool thing. It's trendy. It's fun. It's kind of weird, And so it's giving an opportunity for a lot of people who should be watched. It's giving them an opportunity to be watched, in not the better ways. They need to be watched in different ways. And I'm saying all this to say, like, I really just want y'all to play. I want y'all to play, but I want y'all to play safe. You know what I mean? Vet your people. Ask the questions. How long have you been? Vet me. If you come to one of my events, one of my parties, whatever, vet me. Ask me questions. Put me under the microscope. Make me uncomfortable. Let's do it. Ask me questions. How long you been doing this? What makes you think that? Why do you think that you are the person to do this? Have you had any bad? Ask me the questions. Vet me, please. And I want y'all to take that. Use me as a practice. If it makes you comfortable, whatever, vet me. And then I want y'all to use that practice at other events that y'all go to. Furthermore, recently I went to, where was I at? I was at some event, and this woman came up to me and she's like, I follow you or whatever. I want to come to one of your events, but I've been a little bit weary because I got scammed before. She found an event on like Eventbrite. It was a sex party in Texas on Eventbrite. She paid them $120 or whatever it was for the ticket price. And the week of, she hadn't received any information about it. And, then like the event was taken down. She couldn't find the people. She was reaching out to the people, asking them questions, and they were being real sketchy about shit. And she got scammed out of either $100 or $120. Vet these people. Ask people about these people, please. Because these events are popping up. People are just like, oh, I've heard of a sex party before. I heard about it on that show. I saw it on that Netflix special. I could do that. I could throw a party, knowing nothing about a party and how to make them run smoothly. That's scary. That's scary, y'all. That is scary. And if you ever, let me tell you something. I am not one to gatekeep. That is not a game that I play. I just, I am happy to be a resource, I should say. I'm very happy to be a resource. If you are looking for parties, events, practitioners that I know of, that I am willing to put my name on the line for, let me know. Just ask me, reach out to me, email me, DM me, whatever. And I am more than happy to share my resources. First of all, because my friends are fucking dope. And because I really want y'all to be safe. And I want y'all to have these experiences, but I want y'all to have them in a safe way. I want y'all, especially if it's your first time, I want you to be judging your experiences based on a good experience. Or based on, I'm not going to say good, but I'm going to say based on an experience that happens ethically and in all of the like ethical ways that it's supposed to happen. Then you can judge your experience. Because if you have a shitty experience with a poor understanding of consent and ethics and stuff like that, it's not gonna be a good time. And you're gonna be like, yeah, every time I go into this, I went into this space and it was just this, and it was just a free for all, and everybody was in it, and that's not how it's supposed to be at all. So vet your people. It is make or break. It is super, super important to be doing that. Now, on to some more fun stuff. Let me put you on. So let me put you on this week to Haru. You see that? So I received these products, and honestly, I really, really like them. So the first one is this one. It is Insatiate Intimacy Warming Oil. The full pack has 120 milligrams of CBD. But it has 6 packs in there. So each pack is 20 milligrams of CBD. So this is a floral scented warming oil. It just provides like a nice warming sensation. It is oil based, so you cannot use this with condoms or latex and a lot of toys. And it has CBD and it's warm, so it provides a nice like sense of relaxation. These products, Haru products, use CBD and gentle warming sensations to heighten relaxation and pleasure, right? What I really like about this one, number one, is it smells good. It's rose scent. It has like a light floral scent. So I really like the way that this one smells. But I also like how thin, like how small it is. Like you can fit this in your wallet. You can fit this in your wallet. You can fit this in your pocket. You can put this right on in your whole bag. You can if you need to or want to, you can carry this with you. It's really easy to transport this small little pack. And what you do in order to use it is you just take the sides and you squeeze it. So you'll like bend this. I don't want to use this one because I want to use it when it's time. But you just bend it and then it like kind of like cracks open and then you squeeze it and it'll drip out, drip by drip. The more you squeeze, the more you'll drip out. You only need a drop or two. You rub it, you put it on your vagina, put it on your clit, rub it in. And then you can go on and like masturbate or have sex with your partner. But again, this one is an oil base. So you don't want to use this with you don't want to use this with condoms or with toys, right? So then there is this one, which is the Thrill Sex Drop. Okay. Of the two, I really, really like this one. And let me tell you why. This one is 200 milligrams of CBD, right? It comes in this cute little dropper bottle. I am a fan. That's nipple. I am a fan of a nice little dropper bottle, right? But what I like about this one is that it's not oil based. So you can use this with condoms. You can use this with toys. It's not lube, but it does provide a really nice, like slick texture that does not get sticky, which I like a lot as well. It doesn't have it has a scent, but it's such a light, neutral scent that it's not anything like, perfumey or anything like that. Like these ones are rose scented. This one has just like a very mild scent. And you just put, a dropper, a couple drops, 2 drops on your clit and your vagina, and you can, play with yourself, play with your partner. And this one has like a cool, like a icy warming sensation, where this one is kind of just warming. It's not like this one is not super intense warming, where some things would just be like a little, it's like, oh, this is hot, this is spicy. It's not like that. It's a very gentle warming. This one has like a cool icy warming sensation, which is really nice. It's something a little different than any products I've ever used. But again, what I really like about this one is that it's not oil based, so you can use it with your toys. You can use it with condoms. This is a really fun product, y'all. I really think that y'all would like this. So to use it again, you just shake it, open it. It got the dropper. Take some drops and just boop. Look at that, boop boop boop, and just apply it, and you can go to town. So I will put the links to both of these products in my bio. And if you are interested in trying them out, you can use the code MAJESTY10, MAJESTYYY10. I will make sure that I put that in the show notes for this episode. And I will also put that in my bio on Instagram, on all of the things and all of the stuff. Now, it's time for the what? Playlist. What is the playlist? The playlist is a list of songs to play to. So this week, we are going to add the song That's Why I Love You by Sir to the playlist, okay? I've been enjoying Sir a lot lately. He just seems like such a cool dude. And I just enjoy listening to him because he just seems like he's probably like a good energy, good vibe. So That's Why I Love You by Sir is getting added to the motherfucking playlist. All right. And before I go and close out this episode of the Funsexual podcast, I like to close out with an affirmation or a word of advice or whatever. And this week, that is rest. Okay? I'm telling you to rest. It's necessary. Recharge, y'all. It's okay to be tired. Take that nap. Okay? I love y'all so much. I'm going to peace it on out. And I'll see y'all next time.